Planning to try and experience the best food places in London but don't know where to begin? What's the best time or season to visit? What about being familiar with its various types of transportation? Well, those questions you've got in your mind will no longer be questions because we've got all the answers covered in this video. But before that, make sure to watch our video about the best destinations you should visit in London. So make sure to stay tuned all the way so you won't miss your chance to explore London at its finest. Welcome to my channel Travel 195, where you can travel virtually while we take you to different places around the world. Make sure to click that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, hit like and share this video with your travel buddies. Let's get started. In London, there are several excellent regional eateries. It should come as no surprise that England's capital has a lot of intriguing restaurants because it's one of the most populated cities in the world and serves as a major economic and cultural center. There are several options available if you're looking for authentic English meals. Nearly every corner in London is home to a classic pub, and many of them provide delectable food as well. Naturally, there are also more formal eating options available, so you may indulge in whatever takes your fancy without having to go very far. Check out our list of the top restaurants in London that locals recommend for delicious, traditional British food. Enjoy authentic English food in the Wolseley, located in Piccadilly. If you're searching for true English hospitality in London, look no further than the Wolseley. This renowned restaurant serves classic British fare in a magnificent structure that exudes European opulence. You can enjoy the sophisticated ambiance while enjoying your delectable food because the interior is equally as breathtaking as the exterior. This restaurant isn't just for affluent guests looking for a luxurious evening, despite its opulent atmosphere. For the majority of the week it's open, and despite the sumptuous setting, the food is reasonably priced. Therefore, you're welcome to stop by whether you're searching for a casual lunch, afternoon tea, or any other meal. Have a proper pint at the Footman Mayfair, located on Charles Street. You can get a decent pint at the Footman Mayfair, one of London's oldest pubs. Under a different name, it was established in 1749, but it's since become one of the most well-known businesses in the area. You can choose from a wide range of beers, wines, and spirits on any of its 3 floors, as well as traditional fare from a limited menu, all of which are expertly prepared. This bar aims to provide something for everyone, so you can choose to relax during your stay or reserve one of the private rooms for a more formal business experience. Explore creative dishes at The Bull, located on Devonshire Row. You can indulge in the best pub fare when you go to The Bull. There are many pubs in London, but none provide nearly the variety of food that this restaurant does, whether you're searching for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. On the menu, you'll find many pub favorites like fish and chips, in addition to more inventive items like fresh haddock that's been battered in ale and served with pea puree, or a flatbread with ham, cheese, and chorizo. The breakfast selections are very robust. For example, the Big Bull breakfast includes a bevy of perfectly cooked food. Indulge in fine dining at the Bibendum, located at the Michelin House on Fulham Road. One of the most recognizable locations in London's restaurant sector, which is teeming with celebrity chefs, is Bibendum in South Kensington. The renowned Michelin edifice has been renovated into a high-end, fine dining institution under the direction of Chef Claude Bouzy. This Michelin-starred chef creates modern English and French dishes that are renowned for being playful and enjoyable using ingredients that are found locally, as well as a few French specialties. Here, seafood and oysters are the major draws, but the a la carte menu also includes some fresh dishes and time-tested favorites. Sample rustic fare at Riding House Cafe, located on Great Titchfield Street. You'll find a pleasant and laid-back brasserie in the Fitzrovia neighborhood of London at the Riding House Cafe. There are both small and large meals available on the menu, which is primarily current English with a few other European alternatives. This ensures that no matter what time of day you need to eat, you can find something filling. They put a strong emphasis on using fresh and light foods, so you always feel satisfied when you leave. The restaurant has a dining room, a lounge area, and a sizable bar where you can enjoy a selection of pleasant cocktails. Enjoy beer and street food at Duke's Head Highgate, located on Highgate High Street. At the Duke's Head Highgate, you can get the greatest independent British keg and cask beer in one handy place, along with delectable street food. You'll have new selections quite frequently because the kitchen's offers change. It's a nice spot to sample food from a nearby food truck while drinking a pint. If you want to fill up a 4-pint growler before leaving, you can even take some beer home with you. Don't forget to visit their Sacred Gin Bar, where you'll find the best gin drinks that you can. Try something new at the Pig and Butcher, located on Liverpool Road in Islington. In the heart of the city, the Pig and Butcher offers a country-style tavern. You can find a broad array of choices that change daily depending on what meat is available in the area, because it concentrates mostly on farm-to-table cuisine with an emphasis on robust meats. You can be confident that you're always getting the freshest meals possible because the meat is really killed and sliced right there on the premises. The Pig and Butcher also offers locally produced beer and family-owned vineyard wine. Experience a touch of culture at Cafe Van Gogh, located on Brixton Road. Even the most ardent carnivores can enjoy the delectable plant-based cuisine at the vegan restaurant Cafe Van Gogh. Every 6 to 8 weeks, they alter their menu, so be sure to return often and uncover fresh selections. They use only seasonal, fresh foods. You are, of course, welcome to drop by for a cup of coffee. Even a private dining room that seats 30 people and has a gorgeously crafted ceiling that resembles the well-known Starry Night painting is available for reservation. Dine in the Dark at Dunlenois, located on Clerkenwell Green. You can have a special eating experience where your sense of taste is put front and center at Dunlenois. This is due to the fact that your sense of sight won't significantly affect your dinner. At this restaurant, you'll be eating in complete darkness, which eliminates all potential distractions from the cuisine and other diners. Everything available to you, except its purely aesthetic elements, is yours to enjoy. Your taste buds will be amazed and thrilled by the exquisite cuisine with English and French influences, as well as the exquisite wines. Waitstaff members who are blind or partially sighted will help you through this special experience. Sip tea in style at Fortnum & Mason's Diamond Jubilee Tea Salon, located at Piccadilly. One of the top places in London to have afternoon tea is the Fortnum & Mason Diamond Jubilee Tea Salon. In fact, for nearly a century, this business has been a go-to spot for afternoon tea. They even offer sandwiches, and all of their cuisines are freshly prepared using top-quality ingredients. It's one of the most traditionally British experiences you can have in London, complete with all the finesse and sophistication that comes with it. Now let's move on to the types of transportation to use in London. At number 1, we have the Underground Tube, which costs £5.5 on a single journey and £2.4 with an Oyster card. The subway, often known as the Tube, is the world's first underground metro system. Despite being called underground, more than half of its tracks are above ground. As it keeps you clear of traffic, it's the shortest and finest option for travelers, covering up to 270 stations in total. Outside of the venue, it's fairly simple to identify underground stations because of their recognizable red and blue emblem. The Oyster card is a more shrewd way to organize your trip than buying tickets from the entry point at the machines or at the ticket offices at the station. Number 2, the Overground, costing £5.5 on a single journey and £2.4 on an Oyster card. The Overground, unlike the Tube, goes entirely above the ground as the name implies. The Overground services run parallel to the Tube since they're a more recent addition to the metropolis. This means of transportation is also reasonably priced and accessible via an Oyster card, which is easily topped off at any station. If you've chosen an Oyster contactless payment, you don't need to tap in or out, but there may be some stations that do. The Overground's distinctive and instantly recognizable logo is essentially identical to that of the Tube, with the exception of the orange circle in place of the red one. Number 3, Docklands Light Railway, which costs £6 with the Oyster card. The Dockland regions of London are covered by the DLR, an automated train system. It travels to Greenwich and the Isle of Dogs from Tower Gateway or Stratford. This kind of transportation is most helpful if you need to go to Stratford Airport or certain areas outside of London. It won't be essential to tap in or out when using Oyster or contactless payment to transfer from the Underground to the DLR, but it's important to keep in mind that DLR stations lack a barrier, so it's advised to have a valid ticket at the beginning and end of your trip. Number 4. The bus, which costs £1.5 with an Oyster card. The most well-known means of transportation in London is the iconic Red Bus, which carries over 2 billion people annually. Since there are several bus routes operating across London, it's a very convenient and popular mode of transportation. It's also quite reasonably priced for daily travel, with or without an Oyster card. But Oyster cards only cost £1.5 for whatever length of the trip. The bus also offers the Hopper system, which allows you to switch between any number of buses within an hour. You don't have to worry about missing the last bus because the majority of London's bus services run around the clock. Number 5. The tram, which costs £1.5 with an Oyster card. The areas of Wimbledon, Croydon, Beckenham, and New Addington are where the trams can be found. 4-line services are available often and with ease. In actuality, the step-free trams are simple for the elderly and handicapped to use. In London, trams are considered to be a component of the bus system, hence the same basic fare of £1.5 is charged. Oyster cards, contactless payments, and travel cards are all accepted forms of payment for this service. In London, trams run from 5 in the morning until 1 at night. So you may be wondering, what's the best time to visit London? Well, the best time to visit London in its most attractive phase is from March through May, when the weather is moderate and the parks are lush and in blossom. Late spring, like the summer, is a popular time for tourists, and rates for hotels and flights reflect this. Even though the weather may be chilly, the fall and winter are the best seasons to discover cheap travel and lodging. Since December in London is also a very popular time to visit over the holidays, expect to see many English and foreign travelers on the streets. Now, what type of weather should you expect when visiting London? The busiest times of year for tourists to visit London are when schools are off for the summer and the winter. A vacation between January and April, and then again between September and November, is highly advised if you want to avoid the throng. Despite often overcast weather, London is thought to be the driest city in all of Britain. Summer, which lasts from June to August, is a pleasant time to travel. It's a great time to wander about and see the city because the temperature rarely rises beyond 20 degrees Celsius. In London, spring can start as early as February and last until May, when the weather starts to warm up. The city receives the most rain in the spring. Autumn is represented by the months of October to early November, which is another time when London experiences a lot of rainfall. London experiences winter around November. The temperature often drops to roughly 4 degrees Celsius at its lowest point. Occasionally, the city might have a snowstorm, and when that happens, the city and its airport will likely come to a complete standstill. For visitors of all ages, London offers the ideal balance of ancient and modern attractions. London is a great destination for families, and you can arrange the ideal trip there. That wraps up our list of the things you need to know before visiting London. Did this video help you with your London dream travel? Why not tell us in the comments below if we missed something you know about London? Happy traveling! Don't forget to click that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, hit the like, and share this video with your travel buddies. Till next time, and safe travels!